Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Collingswood High School for this TV19 sports telecast of a Colonial Conference matchup between the Hawks of Haddon Township and the Panthers of Collingswood. This is Russ Williams bringing you the play-by-play of this contest, which is being played on Friday, October 14th at 2011. We'll be right back with the start of the game after a word from our sponsor.
Lenny, Vermont, and Leonard Realtors are known for our innovations in real estate sales. Now we're adding to the technologies available to sellers and buyers by making it easier to get information about a home when a potential buyer sees our real estate sign. At the top of these signs is a text code that can be used in conjunction with a buyer's mobile phone to bring up a complete description of the property, and with a smartphone, photographs, floor plans, and maps as well. Simply enter the text code from the sign into your phone to retrieve this information, and for even more details, press the link to contact the listing agent. Lenny, Vermont, and Leonard Realtors, for innovations in real estate sales. Sports Specialties, your hometown sports outfitter for the serious athlete, is located at 613 Station Avenue, Haddon Heights. We focus on providing top-of-the-line equipment and uniforms at competitive prices and with a level of service not available at the big box sporting goods stores or online sports suppliers. Sports Specialties carries the Zenith football helmet that is designed with the goal of reducing the risk of concussive episodes. Zenith Adaptive Head Protection is a system of integrated technologies designed to reduce the sudden movement of the head by adapting to different energy levels with aware flow shock absorbers, and therefore offers outstanding protection. Sports Specialties, providing the competitive edge for over 22 years.
The Retrospect is your very local source of news and features that you can't get anywhere else. Each week you'll read the headlines from your hometown and surrounding suburban towns. You'll read about the events and people that make your community unique. Stories about your friends and neighbors, and a weekly calendar of events. You'll also take a trip back in history each week when we take you down memory lane, and you'll be able to check out the legal notices once a week and all in the same place. And don't forget about local sports from the schools and community leagues right in your hometown. To find out how to get your copy, visit www.retrospect.com.
Westmont Ace Hardware has been serving the South Jersey area since 1932. The third generation of the founding family still operates our large modern store at 127 Haddon Avenue in Westmont. We offer the convenience of being located right in town, on the main street, with off-street parking and no hassles driving miles to a shopping center. Westmont Ace Hardware is known for the variety of tools, hardware, and general merchandise that it carries. But we are best known for our knowledgeable salespeople and personal service. If you can describe your hardware need, we can find the exact product to satisfy it. Westmont Ace Hardware, the place to go for all your hardware needs.
Looks like we're just about ready to go. There's the kickoff, and it is taken at the 20-yard line and returned to about the 38-yard line. The Hawks this year are led by head coach Dave Dale. They currently have a record of 1 win with 3 losses, while the Panthers are under the direction of head coach Jack McConnell, who also have a 3-1 record. The backfield tonight for Collingswood have Jake Campbell at quarterback, and Casey Boyle and Dave Cuneo are the running backs. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Quick pass out to the left.
Number 22. Wrapped up and thrown out of bounds by 4 Wetumpka.
Quick pass out there to Casey Boyle. Boyle moves the ball up to about the 48-yard line. That was a gain of, looks like about 8 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 2. Haddon Township linemen include Keith Hernandez and Gio Rivera, the tackles. Connor Wade and Adam Santana are the guards. The center is Jamie Caputo. So we're 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line. Jake Campbell quarterbacking. Handoff goes to David Cuneo. He's stopped immediately. He's stopped by Dorian Alicia. So a loss of about a yard on the play makes it 3rd and a little more than 2. The wide receivers for Haddon Township are Gary Charlesworth, Jim Madden. The tight end is Corson Harder. So it's 3rd and about 2. Haddon Township in possession of the ball on their own 48-yard line. Direct snap goes to Cuneo. Cuneo breaks through. He's across the 40. He's across the 30, and he's brought down at the 25-yard line. Nice run there by number 2, Dave Cuneo, who took the direct snap, went right through the right side and picked up good yardage, moving the ball down to the 24-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, Haddon Township. This looks like it's going to be a classic Colonial Conference battle between two neighboring high schools, both trying to get back on the winning track. So it's 1st and 10, ball at the 24-yard line. Hawks switch their receivers. Nick Marino out to the left. Campbell drops back. He's got good pressure from the Panthers. He's got nowhere to go. And he's brought down by tackle number 54, Eric Cortez. So a gain of about 2 on the play makes it 2nd and 8. Ball's now at the 24-yard line. Defensively for the Panthers, up front they have Jake Tackett, Carrie Bird, Eric Cortez, and Brandon Roman on the line. Their linebackers are Brandon Babylonia, Earl Wally, Dorian Alicia, and Alex Brown. We'll get back to the secondary after this play. Cuneo takes the ball. He's looking to the right. He's got some good blocking. And looks like he's going to pick up about 5 or 6 more yards as he crosses the 20-yard line.
Dave Cuneo picks up about 5. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 3, sorry.
Ball is now at about the 18.5-yard line, 3rd and about 3. Going back to Collingswood's defense, their cornerbacks are Samir Inge and Norm Williams. The safeties are Forley Gunby and Baggio Miles. Campbell back in at quarterback. Direct handoff goes right up the middle for a couple yards. So now the Hawks are faced with their first 4th down of the evening. It'll be 4th and about 2. Ball's looks like about the 17-yard line. See what the Hawks are going to do here early in the game. Haddon Township's only win came against Gateway on opening day. Collingswood's solo victory was against Lindenwold the 2nd week of play. Okay, the Hawks are going to go for it on 4th and 2. There's a fumble on the play. It comes loose. It's covered immediately, but Haddon Township will take over. That was number 25, Alex Brown, making sure that Campbell didn't get up. So it'll be 1st and 10 Collingswood. Ball is at their own 20-yard line. Offensively for the Panthers, their tackles are John Spike and Brandon Roman. The guards are Eric Cortez and Carrie Bird. The center is Jake Tackett. The tight end is Brandon Babylonia. The wide receivers are Steve Copeland, Nick Anthony, and Farley Gunby. The quarterback is Henry Paul. The running backs John Reed and Alex Brown. So it's 1st and 10, Collingswood at their own 20. Pitch goes to John Reed. So Collingswood's first carry of the day picks up about 2 yards. Will be 2nd and 8. Ball's at the 22-yard line. Defensively for Haddon Township, up front they have Jamie Caputo, Adam Santana, and Alex Higuereta on the line. The linebackers are TJ Hahn, Connor Wade, Elijah Camacho, and Corson Harder. 2nd down for the Panthers. Draw play goes to John Reed. Reed picks up a couple more yards, so it looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 5. Ball is at the 25-yard line. The Haddon Township secondary has Nick Marino and Gary Charlesworth at the corners. The safeties are Casey Boyle and Jim Madden. 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Henry Paul working from the shotgun formation. Paul looking to pass. He completes his pass.
Number 7, Fort Gunby.
Pass is completed to the wide receiver, number 7, Farley Gunby. And he moves the ball across the 30-yard line, and that will be a Panther first down. Clock is running with 5:50 to play in the first quarter. We have no score yet. Panthers 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line. Handoff goes to John Reed.
That's there by 34.
He's tackled by the Hawks linebacker, T.J. Hahn. Reed picked up about, looks like about 3 yards on the play. It will be 2nd and 7. Ball now at the Panther 34-yard line. Panthers spread receivers to both sides of the field. Henry Paul up behind the center now. He drops back. Handoff goes to like John Reed again.
Ball good there is Earl Whaley.
That was Earl Whaley on the carry, not Reed. He picked up a couple more yards, so it's like about 3rd and 5.5. Ball at the 36-yard line. Panthers on their opening possession of the evening. Paul's pass was intended for Gunby. It is incomplete. So the Panthers are faced with 4th and about 5.5, maybe 6 yards. The ball is at their own 36-yard line, and that will bring on their punter. Henry Paul is the quarterback and also the punter. Deep for the Hawks is Casey Boyle. High end-over-end kick. Lands at the 35. Boyle backs away.
Down there by number 6, Samir Inch.
So the Hawks are going to try it again. This is their second possession of the evening.
37-yard line.
Will be 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Ball's on their own 30, looks like 37-yard lines where they're going to mark it. The Hawks defeated the Gators 42-20 on their opening day, and the Panthers defeated the Lindenwold Lions 12-0. The only common opponents these two teams have faced were the powerful Bulldogs of Haddonfield. Casey Boyle comes out to the right. Straight handoff goes to David Cuneo.
Number 2, Paul Cuneo.
Cuneo is tackled by Jake Tackett. No gain on the play. The 2nd and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line. Hawks moved the ball well on their first drive of the evening, but stalled down around the 20-yard line. See if they can pick up where they left off. Campbell from shotgun. He's looking down the field. It is incomplete. Pass was intended for Robert McCullough. So the incomplete pass will make it 3rd and 10 for the Hawks. Campbell is looking to make a home run strike there with McCullough, but was just overthrew him just a little bit. Good defensive coverage by the Panthers on the play. Campbell working from the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers out to the right side of the field. There's a penalty marker thrown prior to the snap of the play. See what the referee's going to indicate here. All sides against Haddon Township. That's a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
That's going to move the ball back to the 32-yard line. It's now 3rd and 15. This time Haddon Township sends 3 receivers to the left side of the field.
Quarterback rolls left.
Camelback completes the pass to number 17, Jim Madden.
Defended there by Corley Gumby. Jim Madden on the catch.
That play picked up about 8 yards, so it's going to be 4th and 7 with the ball at the Haddon Township 40-yard line. So it looks like Haddon Township's going to bring out their punter.
Dave Cuneo back from
Dave Cuneo gets the punting duties tonight.
John Reed.
John Reed is the deep man for the Panthers. High snap, fielded nicely. Kick goes off the side of Cuneo's foot, but gets a good Haddon Township bounce. And it looks like it's going to roll dead about the 36-yard line.
1st and 10, Panthers.
There's 2:56 remaining in the first quarter of play. We have no score. Haddon Township has had the ball twice. First time they moved down to around the 20. Second time they just about got it to midfield. Now let's see what Collingswood can do on their second possession of the night. 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Third ball gives to John Reed.
Handoff goes to John Reed.
Brought down by 44, Dorian Harder.
Corson Harder making the stop for Haddon Township. Pickup of just short of 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 5. Ball's now at the 41-yard line. Center Jake Tackett leads his team to the line.
Ball give again to Reed. Picks up about 3.
John Reed again, the ball carrier for Collingswood.
Right there by number 61.
He looks like he picked up maybe about 3 more yards on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. Ball just outside the Collingswood 45-yard line.
3rd down and 2 at the Panther 44-yard line.
Referees are calling for a timeout. So we're ready to restart now. It's 3rd and about 1.5 yards. Ball at the 44.5 yard line. Panthers with their second possession of the evening.
John Reed picks up the Collingswood first down.
John Reed gets the ball for the Panthers, and he moves the ball across midfield, and that is good for a Collingswood first down. So John Reed seems to be getting the bulk of the work here for the Panthers, doing a fine job. Linemen up front, John Spike, Eric Cortez, Carrie Bird, Brandon Roman opening up some running lanes for Reed to get through. Ball right at midfield, 1st and 10 Panthers. Henry Paul looking to pass. Pass was intended for Brandon Babylonia. That was incomplete, just a little bit low. Babylonia slipping on this wet turf. We did have rain off and on throughout most of the day. Right now it looks like it's clearing up just a little bit. Nice night for football here in Collingswood. 2nd and 10. Henry Paul comes up under center. He's got Brown and Reed in the backfield.
John Reed is behind the line. He gets
That was linebacker Connor Wade coming up from his linebacker position to make the stop in the backfield. There is no gain on the play. It will be 3rd and 10 with the ball still at midfield. Collingswood brings Norm Williams onto the field. Norm, a senior wide receiver. Collingswood splits out to the right. And Collingswood's not happy with the way things lined up on that play, so they're going to call timeout, stopping the clock with 1 second left to play in the first quarter. Collingswood came to the line, looked like they were going to pass to the right side, just weren't happy with the personnel they had out there, so they called timeout, get the right people in the right places, and see what they can do here on 3rd and 10 with 1 second remaining in the first quarter of play. You can see out there the trainers are out cleaning the spikes off on the Collingswood team. Pretty muddy out there today. Like I said, it's been raining most of the day. Right now we're in good shape. Looks like things might be clearing off for the evening. And referee gives the signal. We're ready to resume with 1 second to play in the first quarter. Henry Paul draw play. Draw play goes to Earl Wally, and he picks up a first down, moving the ball into Haddon Township territory. It will be 1st and 10. Collingswood from the Haddon Township 36-yard line. And that is the end of the first quarter. We have no score. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter after these words from our sponsors.
Hello, my name is Eric Scheinelt and welcome to Burlington Carpet One. We are family owned and operated for over 40 years in the South Jersey area.
We are located at the corner of Clementsbridge Road and Route 30 in Barrington and offer top brands of carpet and flooring, including Bigelow, Lee's, Stainmaster, Armstrong, and Mannington, just to name a few. We have a price guarantee that is ironclad. You will pay the lowest price in the area, guaranteed, and we will also guarantee our installation for the entire life of your floor. Some of our floors are guaranteed for up to 50 years, and this is special. If you don't like your floor for any reason, including color, we will replace it for free and pay the labor.
Please feel free to contact me or any one of my staff. We are your neighbors. We all live in South Jersey. We would love to get to know you and show you what Burlington Carpet One is all about.
Print it, copy it, ship it, and express it. We can print from your computer files or provide creative services, graphics, and typesetting, along with collating, binding, and laminating. So let us help you with your reports, brochures, yearbooks, newsletters, pamphlets, programs, business cards, forms, stationery, and more. And with 7 copy machines on site, we get it done fast. We carry shipping supplies and can provide packing service for you. We are an authorized shipper for both FedEx and UPS. We also provide notary service, custom imprinted products such as hats, cups, and pens, and fax service. Print it, copy it, ship it, and express it. Chick-fil-A at the Audubon Crossing Shopping Center offers a delicious and healthy menu of freshly made chicken sandwiches, wraps, salads, side dishes, and desserts, along with a complete breakfast menu. Community service is important to us, and this football season we'll be serving our famous chicken sandwiches at concession stands for select local high school matchups. A portion of each sale will be donated to the participating schools as a fundraiser. So look for the great taste of Chick-fil-A at a game near you and at our restaurant in the Audubon Crossing Shopping Center. It will be our pleasure to serve you.
Okay, we're ready to begin the second quarter of play. It is 1st and 10 Panthers. Ball's at the Haddon Township 36-yard line. Handoff goes to number 25. That's Alex Brown, the fullback. And Brown picks up about 5 yards on the play, so it will be 2nd and 5 Ball now at the Haddon Township 32-yard line. '56 and 66. That's Elijah Camacho and Connor Wade calling the defensive signals for Haddon Township. Nick Anthony goes off to the into motion on the right side. Straight handoff goes to number 5, John Reed, and he picks up good yardage. He's across the 20, across the 15, and he's down to the 14-yard line. Nice run there by John Reed.
First and 10 on the 14-yard line of the Haddon Township Hall.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Panthers. Ball now at the Haddon Township 14-yard line.
Do you mind if I tell you something? Number 66 is Connor Wade.
I know that, but I'm on television.
Yeah, Reed off the end.
Handoff goes to Reed.
Reed. First
And he's down inside the 5. He stopped at the 1-yard line. So it'll be first and goal for the Panthers. The ball at the, looks like the 1.5-yard line. Henry Paul comes in with the play. Got Alex Brown and John Reed in the backfield. Handoff goes to Reed, and he stopped short. It's a strong safety, Jim Madding, coming up and making the stop.
Jim Madden, number 17, still second and goal. 2 to go.
So a little, actually no gain on the play. It's still second and goal. Ball on about the 1.5, maybe 2-yard line. Panthers decided to go with the straight run right up the middle to John Reed, but the Hawks were ready for it. Madden coming from the safety position to make the stop. Handoff again to Reed. And he is stopped and driven back. That's the other safety, Casey Boyle, number 22. So the last 2 plays to stop the Panthers have been made by the Haddon Township safeties. So now it's third and goal. Ball is on about the 4-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play. Henry Paul, this time working from the shotgun. He's got Nick Anthony out to the left. Collingswood calls timeout. So as we take a timeout, we'll be right back with the resumption of this game after we take a quick break with a word from our sponsors.
Lenny, Vermont, and Leonard Realtors are known for our innovations in real estate sales. Now we're adding to the technologies available to sellers and buyers by making it easier to get information about a home when a potential buyer sees our real estate sign. At the top of these signs is a text code that can be used in conjunction with a buyer's mobile phone to bring up a complete description of the property, and with a smartphone, photographs, floor plans, and maps as well. Simply enter the text code from the sign into your phone to retrieve this information, and for even more details, press the link to contact the listing agent. Lenny, Vermont, and Leonard Realtors, for innovations in real estate sales. Sports Specialties, your hometown sports outfitter for the serious athlete, is located at 613 Station Avenue, Haddon Heights. We focus on providing top-of-the-line equipment and uniforms at competitive prices and with a level of service not available at the big box sporting goods stores or online sports suppliers. Sports Specialties carries the Zenith football helmet that is designed with the goal of reducing the risk of concussive episodes. Zenith Adaptive Head Protection is a system of integrated technologies designed to reduce the sudden movement of the head by adapting to different energy levels with aware flow shock absorbers, and therefore offers outstanding protection. Sports Specialties, providing the competitive edge for over 22 years.
The Retrospect is your very local source of news and features that you can't get anywhere else. Each week you'll read the headlines from your hometown and surrounding suburban towns. You'll read about the events and people that make your community unique. Stories about your friends and neighbors and a weekly calendar of events. You'll also take a trip back in history each week when we take you down memory lane, and you'll be able to check out the legal notices once a week and all in the same place. And don't forget about local sports from the schools and community leagues right in your hometown. To find out how to get your copy, visit www.theretrospect.com.
Westmont Ace Hardware has been serving the South Jersey area since 1932. The third generation of the founding family still operates our large modern store at 127 Haddon Avenue in Westmont. We offer the convenience of being located right in town on the main street with off-street parking and no hassles driving miles to a shopping center. Westmont Ace Hardware is known for the variety of tools, hardware, and general merchandise that it carries. But we are best known for our knowledgeable salespeople and personal service. If you can describe your hardware need, we can find the exact product to satisfy it. Westmont Ace Hardware, the place to go for all your hardware needs.
We are ready to resume. It is 3rd and 3. Third and goal from the 3, I should say. Collingswood moving all over the place. Penalty markers coming in. Let's see if the referee's going to sort this out. False start against Collingswood. That is a 5-yard penalty, and that could be very costly right now. It was 1st and goal from the 1, and now it's 3rd and goal from the, looks like about the 8-yard line. So the Panthers took a timeout to make sure they had everything right on the 3rd and goal, and everybody jumped. Henry Paul, the quarterback. John Reed, the lone setback. Paul looking to pass. It is complete. Oh no, the official saying it was out of bounds. It was caught by Farley Gunby, but it was out of bounds.
Brings up 4th and 8.
So it's 4th and goal. Fourth and goal from about the 8-yard line. See what the Panthers elect to do here. It looks like they're coming to the line. So they're going to go for it on 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. John Reed and Henry Paul, the lone backs for the Panthers. And that was number 44, Corson Harder, the linebacker, coming up and making the sack on Henry Paul. So Collingswood had a 1st and goal from inside the 2-yard line, and the Hawks defense came up big. It's 1st and 10, Haddon Township. The ball's on their own 15-yard line. That was a huge play by Corson Harder. Campbell hands off to Casey Boyle.
Ball carrier Casey Boyle.
Casey picks up a couple yards, couple hard-earned yards on that play.
Official timeout for an injured player.
Officials stop the clock for a injured player. That was number 44, Corson Harder, who was shaken up on the play. Harder, the Hawks tight end. So it is second and looks like about maybe 7 yards. Ball is at the 19-yard line. 5:11 to play in the second quarter of a scoreless game. Hawks send 3 receivers out to the right. Campbell's pass is completed. His pass is complete to the freshman, Robert McCullough. So the Hawks send 3 receivers to the right, and then Campbell passes off to the left. Little deception there. Robert McCullough, a 6 foot, 155-pound freshman playing for the Hawks. Hawks picking up a first down on the play, 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Nice run there by Hawks halfback Casey Boyle. He picks up a little more than 5 yards on the play. Ball being spotted at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 5. Ball at the Haddon Township 45-yard line.
Now at the Haddon Township 45-yard line.
Campbell looking to pass, pulls it down, decides to run for it. Campbell gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
25, Alex Brown.
Alex Brown coming up from his linebacker position to make the stop. So the ball's now at the 48-yard line. Little less than a yard to go for a first down for the Hawks. Hawks bring back Gary Charlesworth and Jim Madden to their receiving corps. Madden goes to the left and Gary Charlesworth out to the right. And Campbell gives it off to halfback Casey Boyle, who takes a direct dive. Going to be close to the first down. Let's see what the referee indicates. And the referee indicates that is a first down. So Haddon Township spreads the field out with 2 wide receivers and then goes right up the middle with Casey Boyle, who picks up the necessary yardage to get a first down. 1st and 10 Haddon Township at their own 49-yard line. Clock is running with 5 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the first half. We have no score. 3 receivers for the Hawks to the right side. Campbell up under the center. He's looking to the right this time. Being pursued by Jake Packett. Pass is incomplete. Some of the Haddon Township fans not real happy with that play, but thinking the hit was a little unnecessary. So it is 2nd and 10. Ball at the 49-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 out to the left. Campbell up under center. Puts Boyle in motion. Pitches the ball to Cuneo. And Cuneo crosses midfield.
And then finished by number 7, Morley Gundy.
There was a penalty marker thrown prior to that play. It was illegal formation against the Hawks. So Cuneo picked up about 3 yards, but that will be negated by the penalty. Officials move the ball back into Haddon Township territory to the 44-yard line, where it is now 2nd and 15. Campbell gets the play from Coach Dave Dale. Send Madden to the right along with Casey Boyle. Nick Marino out to the right. This time Campbell works from the shotgun with Cuneo back there with him. Campbell looking right across the middle. Tough pass to handle. Which is intended for Chris Marshall. So the incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down for Haddon Township. 3rd and 15. Ball at the Hawk 44-yard line. Haddon Township calls timeout. So we're going to take a quick break here as Haddon Township calls timeout with 4:40 to play in the first half of play.
Collingswood still has 1 timeout remaining. Haddon Township ready.
It is 3rd and 15. Balls at the Haddon Township 44-yard line. We have about 4.5 minutes to play in a scoreless first half of play. Campbell fakes the handoff to Boyle, or that's Cuneo, excuse me. And Cuneo is hit by Earl Wally. So Cuneo crosses midfield and he's knocked out of bounds by Whaley at the 45-yard line. Gain of, looks like about 11 yards on the play. Will be 4th and 4 with the ball at the 45. Cuneo will do the punting for Haddon Township. Looks like the Hawks going with a trick play on this. They pull Cuneo back. Campbell taking the snap. And they call timeout.
Panthers had more discipline than the Eagles. And didn't come.
It's like Haddon Township was trying to do what Buffalo did to Philadelphia last week. Except Buffalo got away with it and Haddon Township didn't. On 4th and 4, Hawks once again save Dave Cuneo back to punt. The Panthers counter with Brandon Babylonia. He's waiting on his own 10-yard line. Good snap. Cuneo gets the kick away. It's a low, wobbly kick. And it rolls inside the 15-yard line. So a nice effective kick there by Cuneo. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Collingswood Panthers. The ball is spotted at their own 14-yard line. 4:19 to play in a scoreless first half of play. Henry Paul, the Collingswood quarterback. Fullback is Alex Brown. The running back is John Reed. Handoff goes to Reed. He picks up maybe a couple yards on the play. Actually, looks like he actually lost a yard on the play. Good defensive play there by the Hawks. TJ Hahn looks like he was leading the charge there. Hahn also does duties as fullback for Haddon Township. He did have an injury last week in the game, and looks like he's limited to defensive duties this week. So it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 13-yard line.
Brown picks up. Actually, no gain on the play.
That was Alex Brown on the carry.
By 35.
Elijah Camacho and a few other guys making the stop for the Hawks. So the Hawks defense has really come up big here in the second quarter. Loss of another yard on the play. It is 3rd and 12. Ball's now at the 11-yard line. Jamie Caputo and Alex Higuereta are the tackles for Haddon Township. Adam Santana plays the nose guard. The outside linebackers are TJ Hahn and Corson Harder. High snap taken by Paul. He's rolling. And the Hawks are looking for a safe, but the referee says no. We're marking forward progress down at the, let's think about the 1 foot line. That looked like linebacker Corson Harder from here to made that stop. Haddon Township calling timeout on the play. We're just mentioning the defensive play by Haddon Township. That was Corson Harder. These linebackers are doing a great job today. TJ Hahn, Connor Wade, Elijah Camacho. Had some great tackles earlier in the half by the safeties, Casey Boyle and Jim Madden. Great coverage by Marino and Charlesworth at the cornerbacks. So it's going to be 4th and like maybe about 23, 24 yards to go for a first. Ball is down at the 1 yard line. And the Panthers are going to have to punt from their end zone. Now they only have about 9 yards to get that ball off.
Ball backs up in his own end zone.
Henry Paul is the punter.
Boyle.
Casey Boyle to return. There's the rush. And he does get the kick off. And the kick goes out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. So a lot of pressure there by the Hawks, but Henry Paul does a good job just getting that ball out of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 Haddon Township. They will begin their drive from the 25-yard line. Keith Hernandez and Gia Rivera playing tackles tonight for the Hawks. Connor Wade and Adam Santana the guards. Jamie Caputo at center. Jake Campbell quarterback. Casey Boyle, Dave Cuneo the running backs. Campbell's pass is complete to Casey Boyle, and he carries the ball inside the 15 down to about the 12-yard line. Nice pass there from Jake Campbell. He was getting good pressure up the middle from Alex Brown, but he did manage to get off the play. So it is 1st and 10 Haddon Township. Ball is now at the Collingswood 12-yard line. Nick Marino out to the right. Looks like Boyle and Charlesworth to the left. Pass is complete to Casey Boyle. Boyle tackled inbounds to keep the clock running. We're inside of 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Hawks moving down the field. Gain of about 6 on the play, so it will be 2nd down and 4. Ball is on the 6-yard line. Campbell pass is intended for Jimmy Madden, and it is incomplete. Brandon Babylonia making the defensive play for the Panthers. So it's now 3rd and 4. Ball at the 6-yard line. Hawks send Marino to the right, Madden and Boyle to the left, Cuneo in the backfield. Draw play to Cuneo, and he advances the ball across the 5-yard line. Going to be short of the end zone, but it looks like it could be a first down.
Not enough to get the first down.
Well, it's going to be just short, so it's going to be 4th and 1. 4th and 1 for the Hawks. Collingswood calls timeout. They stop the clock with 1:06 to play in a scoreless first half of play. So we're at 4th and 1 with the ball at the 3-yard line. The Hawks do have a pretty good kicker, number 66, Connor Wade. We're going to see if they're going to use him here, if they're going to try to get the touchdown. Neither of these two teams have scored a lot of points so far this year. And with a scoreless first half, 3 points would probably look pretty good on the board right now. But we'll see when they break. And it looks like they're going to attempt the field goal. And that is number 66, Connor Wade. Quarterback Jake Campbell is the holder. High snap. The kick is up. And it is good. So with 1:01 to play in the first half of play, the Hawks finally break the ice and put 3 points on the board. That kick by Connor Wade had plenty of distance. The only question was, looked like it might be going a little bit wide to the right. Officials said it was good. So now with just about a minute to play in the first half, we'll see if Collingswood can put something together. Kicking off for Haddon Township will be number 66, Connor Wade. The deep men for Collingswood are number 5, John Reed, and number 23, Norm Williams. Wade tees the ball up. And we're getting ready to go here for the kickoff.
Number 5, John Reed. Taking off for the Hawks.
Squib kick by Wade, rolls right up the middle. It is fielded out the 20 by Norm Williams. And Williams returns the ball about 12 yards to the 32-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 53 seconds to play in the first half of this game. Quarterback Henry Paul comes onto the field with the play from Coach Jack McConnell. 1st and 10 Panthers from their own 33-yard line. Jake Tackett, the center, gets the ball set. They send Nick Anthony to the left. Paul airs it out. Broken up nicely there by the cornerback, Nick Marino. Marino, a sophomore. This is his second year playing varsity for the Hawks. So it is 2nd and 10. Henry Paul aired that ball out, but Nick Marino was right on it. Paul comes back with the play. Secondary is Marino, Boyle, Madden, and Charlesworth. Paul comes up under center. He's got Reed and Brown in the backfield. That's Alex Higuereta making the stop on John Reed. So there's a loss on the play. It will be 3rd and 11. Ball now at the 32-yard line. Clock running with 20 seconds to play in the first half. Looks like Kongs would have time to get one more play off. Actually looks like Collingswood's going to be content to just let the clock run down. And that is the end of the first half of play. The score is Haddon Township 3, Collingswood 0. And we'll be right back with the beginning of the second half after